Neon, you're really good at timing those. Every time you get to beat me even speaking. How's everyone doing? Hello peoples, hello Maria, hello Ice, hello Neon. How are you guys doing? You lost your streak. No. Thank you for the Ibuki and the Onya and the Koyuki and the Mambo and the other Koyuki.
Mambo.
And the Mambo. Lost my no. That's okay. It's okay because nobody can beat my lurk account. My lurk account has like a, I don't know, they've had a watch streak since watch streak started. So nobody could beat my watch streak. I'm the only one who has a better watch streak than anyone else, so it doesn't matter. No, I obviously, I don't know. I think it's cool that you can keep track of them. I think it's nice. Since 1984. Rewatching Puella Maki Modoka Magica. Ooh. Is that the one with the, no, I'm thinking of, I've heard of that, but I have no idea what that is. 1987. Yeah, it was, the bite of 87 was 87 and 83. Well, there's two different bites for FNAF, not 84. 84, I mean, I'm sure there's a date somewhere in there, but the bites were 83 and 87. I'm sorry that I know that. There's an automated account that auto locks when someone starts a stream. Oh, I meant to my own channel. Yeah, there were two of them. There was the bite that killed the crying child, and then there was the bite where, or that was, so the crying child was, why am I starting off with Five Nights at Freddy's lore? what a great, anyway. No, so the crying child was fed to Golden Freddy by his brother as like, oh, it's a prank, you know, and then chomp. That's where the Markiplier meme is from. Is that the bite of 87? That's the, technically I actually think that one, the one where he screams, is that the bite of 87? I think that's the bite of 83. He's just wrong because that was the first time they'd seen it, but I think that one is the bite of 83. But then the bite of 87 is just a security guard who gets his head bitten off by, or his frontal lobe bitten off with or maybe no, maybe it's his whole head, with by Foxy though. So Foxy did the other one. Let me make sure. It's the bite of 8. Well, let me just do, we're gonna fact check this. Versus bite of 83. Okay, let's see if I got that right. Bite of 83. Oh, yeah, okay, so that's right. So bite of 83 was the kid, bite of 87 was the security guard, who was bitten by Foxy or Mangle. Foxy, Mangle, same thing ish, not really. So yeah, 2 bites, a couple years apart. That's some FNAF lore. I think there is a bear. There's a bear. Yes, there is at least one bear. There is at least one bear. I've watched a lot of the Lorbids, but I forget everything. Yeah, that's me. I try to, because I watch a bunch of them from different channels, so I kind of stay up to date with them. But I mean, I know enough to have conversations with people about it. But like, I'm not coming up with theories or anything. Is the actual witch called Neo Dorothy? What? Why? Who has a dad? Pragmata? Okay. I mean, for one, I want to play it. I played the demo. It was super fun. 2 reasons I'm not going to play it right now. One, it's $70. And I don't want to spend $70 on a video game right now. And 2, at least my side of Twitter, everyone is just, there's so much. It's a good game. It's a great game. But there's so much happening in the background. And due to my enjoyment of Blue Archive, I'm a high target to get targeted by these people who are brain dead. So I will be not playing it for a while. I'll probably I want to play it. It looks fun. I really enjoyed the demo, but I'm at least gonna wait for a sale. So I'm gonna wait for a sale, and by that time probably hype would have died down, and those kind of people are gonna go back to find something else to bully people about. But you know, I try to keep it cozy and entertaining here, and I don't want to invite those kind of people onto stream. So we're just gonna, I mean, the chances are super low, but we're just gonna play it safe. Also, I have so many other games that I need to play, so. But yeah, in reality, it's really mostly, that's 70, or is it 70 or 60? It doesn't matter. It's so expensive, man. I can't buy that right now. Let me see. Okay, it's only $60, but still, you know, there's just so much money. So much money. So I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale. Even if I did play it now, I think I would definitely miss the hype, because I'm not gonna be able to like stream it for at least 2 weeks. I'm not gonna be able to stream this Saturday or next Saturday, because I'm gonna be very, very busy. So I think next week will be I'll be able to do Monday and Wednesday. Actually, I might do a Friday stream if I can. But I'm gonna be super, super busy. Or maybe no, can I stream next week? Oh no, I'm dumb. I can't stream next week. Okay, never mind. I can only stream on Wednesday today, this week. I guess I could do a Friday stream if I really wanted, but no, I'm fully out next week. So, see some clips. Think you should play. Think about being made you rethink about being a father. Oh, that's fun. No, it looks so fun. It looks really cute. I mean, I think it's gonna be an incredible game. Just kind of gonna let the hype die down just a little bit. Just a little bit. But today we're playing more Dual Destinies. And there is somebody else streaming it, I think, unless they literally just ended. Dual Destinies. Let's see, was there someone else streaming it? Yeah, someone else is streaming Dual Destinies. So, we're not alone tonight. We're not alone tonight. Somebody else is playing alongside us. They're much further in the story though, so I may or may not raid them. But yeah, doodles with crayons, it's so cute. Yeah, it's very cute. I will say though, I'm not a huge fan of the realistic art style. I think that's just because I'm too used to anime. I'm too used to playing anime games. I honestly cannot remember the last non-anime game I streamed, with the exception of the Lego game Team and I just played on Saturday. I can't think of like, or at least like, I don't know, realistic game, you know, because I played Apollo Justice, I played Blue Archive, had that one Trick I'll stream. Oh, Poppy Playtime, definitely not realistic. I think seeing realism in games is just it's a bit of an adjustment now for some reason. I don't know. Although I did on my own, I just finished playing Spider-Man 2 and I loved it, and it's awesome, and I really hope they make a third game, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I had so much fun playing that game, and that is supposed to be like it's a photoreal. I loved it. So yeah, I guess I have played a couple, but I don't know. I still think she's cute. I like her, Diana or whatever. Diana, I don't know how to say her name, but I like all of the fan art. My Twitter is perfectly curated to always show me Babus, even if they're like brand new. And so like the day of the release, my Twitter feed was just filled with pictures, like fan art of her. And I was like, yes, this is what I want. It's beautiful. I love it. So I'm enjoying the game, even though I'm not playing it. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll play it eventually. It may or may not be on stream. We'll see. But I have been following it. I don't know anything about it. I have a couple scenes spoiled to me. So it is what it is. But we're going to be playing a different game today. We're doing some Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, Dual Destiny. Actually, I don't think it is Ace Attorney, right? Apollo Justice, I mean. I think this one is actually Phoenix Wright again. I don't actually know why they call it Apollo Justice if he's only the main character for the first game. Or they call it the Apollo Justice a trilogy, even though he's only the main character in the first game. But I think it's fine. I guess I mean, you can't call it Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy because they already did that for the first trilogy. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he does become the main character. I have a feeling that all three of them are going to be the main character, and each of them are going to take turns being in charge of the trials. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. Got some masala spice tea. Couldn't tell you what that means, but it tastes really good. So I'll be sipping that throughout the stream. Okay. So yeah, I briefly touched on it, but I'll be streaming today, obviously. And then Wednesday, I think we're going to do another relationship quest stream. I also realized because they just had a 7th PV, a 7th year anniversary. Is it 7 year? No, 6 year? It must be 7, man. I don't know. They had their newest anniversary, and I really need to get cooking on the main story, guys. I've just been so taunted by the new Abydos chapter, which is 43 chapters. That's 43 chapters. That's going to take 4 streams to beat. So I just need to get down and do it. It'll be 2 back-to-back Wednesday, Friday streams, and I think I'm going to start that in 2 weeks. Because I just need to buckle down, and I just need to do it. I think it's going to be awesome. That's just so much time to set aside, you know? I went airplane mode? What do you mean? What do you mean, airplane mode? Oh, yeah, because I covered my hands. Yeah, I was covering my face. Yeah, I put my hands over my mouth. Okay. Yeah, no, it's just because it's daunting. I went airplane mode because of the daunt in my voice, in my feeling, in my soul of 43 chapters of most likely a fantastic story, but it's just so much. Just so much. But we're gonna do that probably in about 2 weeks. But for this week, we're gonna do relationship quests / possibly a mini story if it's out in time for Red Winter on Wednesday. I haven't decided. I might do a Friday night stream because I will not be able to stream this Saturday and then all of next week. I will be out of town. I guess technically I could stream on Monday. I don't think I want to though, because I'm gonna be so busy. But probably no streams until like 2 weeks, about a full week. So I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I haven't decided if I'm going to, but it's a pretty big thing, and in my personal life. So I'm pretty excited. I'm having fun. This is E269 requesting permission to land. No, let me call the ball. Going on a date with a pretty lady. Can I tell you guys, do you guys want to hear? I actually did. Here's some, I probably shouldn't be talking. Can I? I think it's fine, I guess. I don't know. I went on an actual date 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Maybe it was even longer. It might have been like a month. It was terrible. Not her. They were a fantastic person. They were awesome. You know, you're a really good person. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I didn't know them. That's the problem. That's the problem. I didn't know who they were. Well, I mean, it was a dating app thingy, so no, not a blind date, but it was just the first date. I had been on a date in years, and it was nice. They we went to a smoothie place. I had my first smoothie bowl for the fun time, so that was interesting to talk about and tell them about, like, hey, I've never had a smoothie bowl before. And then we walked around their campus, and I don't know, there was just a lot of like awkward things. Like, you could tell I just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like I was hanging out with a stranger. Which is exactly what I was doing. And then the main reason we were is because we had like a common interest in line dancing. They were new to line dancing, so I was, you know, telling them about like some songs and stuff like that, giving them some like, oh, these are some good songs to learn, and like they gave me their favorite artists, and I was like, oh, perfect, they do a lot of them. So and then we left, or I went home, and then because I said I would go and find like, here's a list of songs like from your artist that you like in like easy, medium, or whatever. And I wrote it all out in like this big like like instructional message. Be like, these are the songs, these are like how hard they are, a little description. And then I never texted them back. It just wasn't, I don't know. It was something, but I was too awkward. I was more just like a stranger, you know? Nothing wrong with them. They were perfectly fine. They were a perfectly normal person. Very nice. But I really just felt like I just went outside to a no, I didn't, Dion. No. I mean, I haven't talked to them since. It was funny. It was funny. It was the most generic date ever. No, it wasn't awkward. There were just times when we just sat in silence because we ran out of stuff to say, which, I mean, usually probably means there's not much there, because it's like, okay. Usually date one probably shouldn't have too much silence, unless you're both like introverts, which they very much were not an introvert, and I think we got that. So but like an adventure park. Oh, nice. That sounds fun. Just like me, for real. Hi, Gare. Welcome into my date story. Never dated. It was friends to, hey, we should kiss. Yeah, it was an experience. And I don't know, probably won't ever see them again, but it was cool. They were super nice and moved on, I guess. But I mean, there's probably a fair amount of reasons I don't think it would work, because they're too far and they're just here for college, so they're moving back and all that other stuff. So, but it could have gone better. It could have at least done a little bit better. But yeah, it was fun. Really interesting person though, talking about what they want to do and like what they're studying and where they're going. Really interesting. Really, really, really smart. So hope it goes well for them. But yeah, now that that's out of the way, for some reason, that was like over a month ago. I've just been sitting on that. Didn't expect to be talking about it here. Haven't really told anyone about it. I think I told Ice about it. I was just like, Ice, I need to tell someone about this. And Ice was in VC, so I was like, all right, Ice. You're the lucky one.
Yeah, never dated. Maybe one day, but introverted, social anxiety, not gonna be ready. Yeah. I think that was the first time I've been on a date in like, to be fair, that was like my first like official date with someone online, like ever. I've been on a fair amount of dates, but not since like, it's been like first like a date since like 6 years or something, you know? But that was my true first date from like someone online, which I don't know. I guess I did it. It wasn't something I was like trying to check off my list, you know? It's just like, you know, it happened. Yeah, most people I either met through college or like other things and stuff like that. But one day. That's the thing. It's tough because now everybody is introverted in our age group. I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want to get into this, but it's tough out there. It's tough. Yeah. You made your best friendo. That's the best. That's the best. But keep going. Doing things. Hey, I mean, if I could recommend something, go learn line dancing. Find a line dancing joint near you. Surprisingly harder than you would imagine, though. Not that many, depending on where you live. But I'm lucky. There are so many places to line dance. Hey, you know what? Line dancing is the perfect one to learn on, though. It can be super easy, but it can also be really annoyingly difficult. Like really hard. But so many dances are like, some of the dances are literally just walking. Like walk forward, walk to the left. Like they're so easy. Like cubic shuffle or the Macarena. Those are all technically line dances. So, and it's not all country. If you're afraid of just country, so it's a lot of country. So you need to like country, which I like country. I don't mind it. So, but it's pretty much every genre. You got some rock, you got some hip hop, you got rap, you got country, you got one single electro swing song in there for some reason. Probably no classical. Got some Irish folk music that we do sometimes. So we got it's a wide variety of music in line dancing. So a lot of Pitbull songs. So you better like Pitbull. I don't really mind Pitbull, but there's a lot of Pitbull songs. There's a ton of Pitbull songs. Hello, voice. Welcome in. How are you doing? We're talking about a bunch of stuff. It's been a while. Did I get that? Nice. Mom was accepted with the Fleet of Flames guy. Yes, all the Ibuki. All the Ibuki. The Irish River Dance. Oh, yeah. Sign me up, I'll bring my violin. I don't think you could play it. I mean, I guess you could. Nothing's stopping you from playing it. To be fair, it's just one song, and it's technically not actually Irish folk, so I kind of lied, but it's close. It's close. Yeah, they're cooking so hard. Guys, I won't talk about it too much, but I recommend, well, I don't know, I guess you don't have to if you know anything about Blue Archive, but for their new promotional video and everything they're announcing, I don't know if anyone remembers, but there was a couple streams ago when I was talking about, I wish they had like a fire department, because they have the police force. They don't really have ambulances, but they have like EMTs, but they have each district has their own medical school, which is, you know, close enough. And I was like, it would be cool if we had the third branch, a fire department. And they added a fire department, and it's really cool. It's a Korean, the fire truck they showed is a replica of an actual like IRL Korean fire trucks. And it's just so cool. They're actually adding a fire department. And it's even more interesting because the fire department is under the police academy. So the police academy also owns the fire department, which is interesting. Interesting to think about. I need to think on the implications about the police department owning the fire department as well, which, I mean, they all usually work together, but it's very interesting that the police department owns the fire department. And I'm just so happy, guys. I've never been so happy for a game. I was watching it and then bam, fire truck. I was like, no way. It's a fire department. Hello, Messi. How are you doing? I'm talking about a update for Blue Archive that's coming in like a billion years. Yeah, also the Odyssey Maritime School is here, which I should be more excited about. I am actually excited about. I'm just still blown away by the fire department. I'm just blown away by the fact that I've been asking for a fire department and we're getting a fire department for, I don't know, no reason. But yes, we are finally getting the final school. We are getting the Maritime School. We're gonna go learn about water, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're gonna own, maybe they'll own the cruise ships, like the bunnies on board cruise ships. Because I can't tell if it's like maritime, like war maritime, which I'm sure there's gonna be, or if it's gonna be like commercial maritime. I would assume it's probably a little mix of both. They listen. Yes, they listen to me. Nexon watches my stream and I'm so happy. But I'm pumped. But that makes me really need to finish the story to catch up. So when I get back from my little trip, we're gonna be crushing the Blue Archive main story. I just gotta get it over with. I've been savoring the story for long enough. So, but that'll be in a couple weeks. Yeah. But how are you doing, Messi? It's good to see you're doing okay. I hope you're doing good. We're about to play some Dual Destinies. Righto. But yeah, trying to think. Not much else. Not much else is going on. All right. I think I'm out of topics. I think I'm out of talking. That's a good thing for a streamer to say. Be like, guys, I've run out of entertainment value. Ooh, going to a birthday party. We're live. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Perfect getting ready noise. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I think you meant it as a compliment. I'm gonna assume it is. That's fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed the birthday party. That's fun. That sounds fun. I haven't been to a birthday party in a while. Been to birthday streams. Oh, you're bringing donuts? You're gonna be the life of the party. It's the best. Speaking of donuts, I do every year, as in this is the second year I'm doing it. At church we have a donut Sunday, and I try to line it up with May 4th, but I cannot actually do it on May 4th because of an event that happens every time. So I try to line up as close as I can to May 4th, but I bring all of my Lego sets to the Donut Sunday and we do a Lego Star Wars theme. So I'm doing that again and I'm so pumped because, I mean, sometimes I post my pictures of my sets on Discord and stuff like that, but I actually get to show off the things I have. Because yeah, I like looking at them, but I like seeing other people enjoy looking at them, so I'm excited. I will definitely be taking pictures of the setup and I will post them in the Discord in case anyone wants to look at my Lego collection spread out in between donuts. So I'm pumped. I'm also so happy that they let me do that, because like I went and asked the woman who runs it, and I was like, oh man, I'm just this nerd who's like asking, could I bring my Legos to Donut Sunday? And they were surprisingly, luckily she was super into Star Wars, so I was like, oh, let's go. So now they let me do it, so I'm excited. Oh, you picked up Chibi Go? Oh my gosh. Sekai Connect. Oh, nice. Is Sekai Connect working? Because it keeps breaking for me. Also, I am so confused about Sekai Connect. Sekai Connect is the Nekopara gacha game that just came out. I guess I have so much more to talk about, I guess. And I don't know if you know me, I'm a big Nekopara fan, you know. If you guys forgot what happened with Nekopara after and that whole debacle, I might be a huge Nekopara fan. But Nekopara Sekai Connect is very confusing when it comes to a lore standpoint. So I believe, from what I can tell, Nekopara, the Sekai Connect, I'm just going to call it Sekai Connect, is like, it feels like a retcon, but I also feel like it could just be doing what they did with the anime, where they just did an alternate universe. So it's same characters, but different story. And I feel like Sekai Connect is similar, because there's a lot of things that don't cross over into the gacha game. Case in point, the fact that by the end of Nekopara After, you're dating all 8 girls. They're all your catpanions. And they don't even mention that at all in the gacha game. You're just, I don't know, they're your cats, I guess? Which I feel like that's pretty important information to put in the game. So it seems like it's a bit of a retcon for the sake of the Google Play Store, which is fine. I don't mind that. It's worked fine for the anime. But what they did, and that's insane, is they added so much world building to this game, and I love it. Because the only world building you ever get, with a few exceptions, in Nekopara is the very first couple sentences of Nekopara Volume 1, where all they say... It's like 3 sentences. They just say, a company created genetically modified cat girls. You can adopt them, or you can own them as pets. You can adopt them as kids, or you can you know, whatever. And you can, you could even date them or whatever. And then they say they want to make you happy. They're okay with this, and you're okay with this. And that's it. That's the only world building you get. That some company made them. You can do mostly whatever whatever both people want. And they love that. That's it. For all 4 games, 4 mainline games, 2 extras, and then the spin-off in Hawaii. That's the only world building you ever get. And it's perfect. But they went so far above and beyond in the first prologue of this Sekai Connect. First of all, they give you the company. The company they give the company a name, and the company, yes, created they genetically modified these cat girls and to just create them. And then you learn that the cat girls, I guess this was just to soothe everyone's fear, but they just dropped this line out of nowhere where they say that the cat girls have genetic code that allows the cat girl to know if a person is a bad person, and if they're a bad person, they won't interact with them. So they have genetic code that lets them know if they're good or bad people, which means they only hang out with good people. Just a crazy line they just dropped in there. It wasn't really out of context, but it was just one line where they said, oh, they have genetic code that lets them decipher if people are good or bad intention. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean they could do that? I think Chocolate is just like, wait, I can do that? And then they just say, yeah, you can. And then they just move on. Just in case. Yeah, no, they really are. Which, honestly, it's fine because that's not, the point of the game. So for Nekopara, I excuse it because they just want to cover bases, because they just want you to have fun. They don't want you to think about the implications of that, which is fine. But then we learned that the company not just created the Cat Girls, they also created 5 academies across the world to train and, you know, like educate the Cat Girls. And then on top of that, their company is actually controlled by a supercomputer AI that controls all of the governments and economies of the world. It's crazy. The AI company, or the supercomputer run by the AI, controls the world's governments and economies. And we're just supposed to be okay with that. Because the main gameplay, or the main plot, is you have to like, I guess, acquire a cat girl from every academy, and then you have to go to this competition, and you have to have the best behaved, best trained cat girl. It's like a dog show, but for cat girls. And like, if you can win, that cat girl will get any wish they want to come true. It's such an absurd concept. And then they just drop in these little nuggets about how, like, oh yeah, this AI computer controls the world, but it's like, it's not supposed to be the villain. And then there's also some like hints about like Chocolate and Vanilla's backstory, which, to be fair, I think they are dropping those hints in the remastered versions of the Nekopara 1 through 4 for the App Store. Dude, there's so many like there's so many like multiple universes at this point, like branching timelines. And like, it's all just because they want to keep like recycling, not recycling, but like they want to put this in multiple places. But to put this game in multiple places, they have to keep reworking it. Which, I don't know, I like to think about it as multiple timelines. So if you thought like Link's or like The Legend of Zelda had a crazy branching timeline, think about the Nekopara world. There's so many branching timelines in this world, and it's just so absurd. What if we all acquire what if we acquire all the cat girls and build a rebellion and overthrow the world? You know what? That would be funny. Oh man. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm enjoying the heck out of it because it's not like meant to be like that, but if you think about it, it's funny. If you start thinking about the world like that, it's great. But you know, Gare, I was actually thinking about that. I thought that would make a fun game because I believe, well, I don't know, maybe this new lore changes it, but I'm pretty sure cat girls weren't allowed to own like property or whatever, you know? So like, I thought it would make a fun game because by the end of the 4th game, or by the end of the 3rd game, Azuki, who's the oldest cat girl, she's basically managing the store. Like the main character, Kasho, he's just the baker. He's just the chef. But Azuki is like doing the bills and doing all the fun, like all the management side. So I thought it might make like a fun game to have like, I mean, this shows you what kind of interests I have. I thought it would be an interesting game to have like a legal drama where Azuki goes to court to win the rights to own the business because like maybe Kasho wants to retire or he just wants to be a chef and he needs to legally hand over the business to Azuki. And I thought it'd be fun to have like a thrilling legal drama about legalizing cat girl ownership of businesses. I don't know, man. It's a good thing I'm not writing for the Nekopara team because I think they would probably fire me. I don't think they would have me back, but I mean, with the supercomputer controlling the world's governments and the economies, it might be possible. It could still happen. But I don't think it's gonna happen. It looks like actually Frage is taking over that role. They're kind of pushing Azuki to the wayside, which I'm conflicted because she is my favorite, but you know, it would have been cool. Anyway, wow. That was a tangent of all tangents. But hey, if you want to play the game, it is a gacha game, but it's out on the Play Store. It's so incredibly buggy. Well, it's not buggy for me. It just crashes, which makes it buggy. But like when the game doesn't crash, it works, you know? It's supposed to be out on Steam, but I don't know when that'll be. I don't know if I'll stream it. I might try a couple more times, but honestly, if it comes out on Steam, I might stream it because it's just more of the story. So I might stream it. It's for cat-owned business as long as they don't spend all the revenue on catnip. Oh my gosh, Breaking Bad, but it's Nekopara. That'd be funny. Insert Ibuki in a Nekopara. That could be fun. I think people have drawn Ibuki as a cat girl. It'd be cute. It could work. Okay, should we play a game? Should we do the thing? Shall we? All right. Let's yap. You don't want to learn about this messed up legal system? Oh, it's Ibuki. I didn't realize you redeemed it, so I just saw my guy glitching out. I was like, uh-oh. What did I do? Hello, Ibuki. You were waiting for that. You were waiting for that. Yes, it's time for Ibuki to learn some law. Alrighty. Am I even connected? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grab her, actually. See, this is the best part about owning a 2-foot Ibuki plushie, is that I can just hug her whenever I want. I mean, it's a little bit cumbersome, but I don't care. She's cute, and then I can cuddle. Okay. Oh, I probably should record the intro, right? What is this? Ibuki Attorney General. Yes. Ibuki Attorney at Law. Alrighty. Hello everyone, and welcome to The Plane. My name is Ito Amurli. Today we are back with some more Dual Destinies Part 2. I'm so excited. And right now we are currently Ibuki. Ibuki is playing the game. She's going to learn a little bit about law. Last time, Apollo died, and then he came back. And we're still framing that girl. Totally forgot her name, but we're going to get her off the hook. It's fine. This is the best intro you've heard yet, I bet. If you want to join these, we record these live on Twitch and on YouTube. Feel free to hop in the streams. It'd be cool to see you there. You could join all the lovely people that are appearing and disappearing above Ibuki's head right now. But yes, we're gonna get back into this, and yeah, let's see what I forgot, because that's how these games go. I'm already on my 6th save because it's fine. Remember, Ibuki, no weapons in the courtroom. Yes, no weapons in the courtroom. Oh yeah, I remember. I left off on this cliffhanger because I was like, I wonder if I'll remember what the answer is a week from now. So it says, who could have written that message in blood? Well, it wasn't Apollo, because Apollo is dead. Right? Where's the picture? Here's the picture. Here's the picture. The culprit or someone else. I think I was going to say the culprit, right? Because the culprit was trying to frame Apollo. I don't know. This is what happens when you take a week off. Or when you play these games once a week. Alrighty. It was the culprit. If Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing, maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it. And maybe it looked like Apollo, or made it to look like Apollo did it. That seems like the most reasonable explanation. But wait a minute. I just realized something, boss. Oh, okay. You remember? I'm glad you do. Thank you for remembering, Gare. What is it? Look at the amount of blood in the photo. It looks like Apollo bled very much. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much. Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor in why he survived the assault. And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker. Wait, what? Why? So he did not bleed a lot, and that means he could not have used it. Okay. What? I think I'm confused. So Apollo did not actually bleed a lot. So he would need more blood than what he had, I think. Okay, I guess. I think I'm confused. I guess so. But if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Who could have written the message in blood? I guess it was someone else. Oh, that's funny that they bring up the... Oh, if it wasn't the attacker, who was it? We're gonna make another save. Starting off strong with a save. Also, we have our first ad break of the night, so I hope you enjoy the ads. Hope you get something interesting, and I'll see you in a bit. If it wasn't the... It was someone else. I mean, it has to be... Wait, who's Cadence? The victim. Oh, yeah, she died. She died in the... Okay, she died in the original one. So, I guess it has to be him, because literally nobody... Gaspin wouldn't do it. I don't think it was Junie, because she's the victim, so it has to be... Or she's the suspect. Is it Ted?
Look, this person left a bloody writing? And what does he base his claim on?
Do I really need to base my claim on something? Boss.
Of course you do. Don't tell me you don't have anything at all to back up your assertion.
Nothing in particular, really.
That won't do, Mr. Wright, but a penalty will make up for your deficiency very nicely.
So it wasn't Apollo or his attacker. When you think about it, who was at the crime scene? There's only one other person who saw it. Okay, okay. So wait, are they implying... Uh-oh, whoops. Apparently my controller can Alt-Tab. I did not know that. I did not know that. It was Athena! I doubt it. But I'm gonna pour another cup of tea, because I've already gone through a cup. I've been yapping so much. Okay. All right. So it wasn't Ted. I guess it would have to be Juniper.
Take that!
Nobody else was there.
This person left a bloody writing. What do you base this claim on?
Okay, so it's not her either. Okay. Who could have done it? I can't look at the court record either. It's not... She's dead, right? Was it Gaspin Payne? Am I just gonna accuse him? There's no way. Yeah, no, it's not him. What do you base this claim on? No. Is it... I guess it would be her.
Take that!
She's dead. She's dead. Wait. Oh, okay, so first off, his first sentence, I don't have any real proof of this. Awesome. So if you don't have proof of it, then I don't have proof of it either, of Phoenix. So are they implying that this was there before? This was there before he was attacked then. Is that what they're implying? Okay, I guess we can see. To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. But I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene.
A person who shed blood? You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace Arm who left behind this message in blood.
What?
What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really. Fair. What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message. Uh-oh. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that.
Oh, I see. Even though the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice does survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
You know you can die without bleeding, right? They are aware you can die without bleeding. Also, welcome back from ads, everyone. Hope they were fun and entertaining. Turns out it was Candace Arm, who I guess wrote it before in the previous bombing. Or I guess there was not a second bombing, but you know what I mean. There's no connection between the two whatsoever. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. They had never even met each other. That's very true. Well then, let's see. Maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be.
The intended meaning?
Not what it appears to be? Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods.
Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, right? You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning?
Yes, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right? It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning could it possibly have? But Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example.
I don't think of that.
That's such a crazy pull. What if it's actually a police scanner code? That's really funny. You may have tricked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. There is no such radio code as Woods in this state, dear Wright. Is that a fact? Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes. Bonk.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory. But if they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright...
Oh, bye, Ibuki. Goodbye. Don't tell anyone, but I'm gonna keep letting her sit on my lap for right now. But that's a secret between you and me.
So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of this bloody writing?
Well, I believe it's...
And no stalling! If you can't come up with the answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over.
Oh, please don't do any QTEs. I don't want QTEs in this game. I've already used almost all my save slots. It's fine. No QTEs. I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language? Or maybe it's a code? Think, Phoenix, you can do this?
Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word would really means?
It's, you can see, oh, my head's in the way. Okay. There we go. I also realized I don't have my attorney's badge on, so that's embarrassing, but that's fine. You can see there's something else behind the S, like R maybe or something. I don't know. It could be like a, I don't know, some other letter. I'll see. Let me get my attorney's badge on here. There we go. Now it's official. It's also not lined up, but that's fine. It's fine. Whatever. All right. I mean, this kind of has like, oh, it's got 5. Can I look at it? I don't know. I'm going to do this because it has numbers on it. That's that. Really nothing here. Yeah, the 2 O's is too suspicious. It really is. That's what I'm looking at. So it could be that. I mean, well, I might as well, right? We have a save.
The bomb transport case. I've about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this look strange? Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar?
L100. What does that have to do with anything?
What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand? Now please take a look at the bloody writing shown on the crime photo. Oh, I think I see it. That girl. That's one on my side.
It says wood.
Or so. Or you could say, it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. I'm sorry, what? It's an L and a 1? I'm sorry, it's an L and a 1? I mean, to be fair, if somebody who wrote this wrote it in blood, they were probably like on the cusp of death. But like, that's supposed to be an L and a 1? Okay. Okay. The next 2 are zeros.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't see it. I don't see how that second part would be a 1. The true meaning behind this bloody writing isn't Miss Wood's name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case. There's no way. What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. Well, the next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D. Objection! But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number... No, I don't want to do this. I'm just going to keep making save slots because I'm a baby. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase 2 lines. Read it backwards. I don't think it's read it backwards because I tried that earlier. That was the first thing I tried. If you erase 1 line, there's already 1 line cut there. If you erase 2 lines. Also, this music is cool. I mean, yeah, if you get rid of the curve for the D, it would become 1-5R, right? And that's what we're looking for? 1-5R? Yeah, okay, so you just get rid of 1 line. All you have to do is erase 1 line from the writing.
Erase 1 line from where?
Anywhere you like.
Anywhere you'd like. All right, I'll erase the 1 of the O's. Wads. And what's that supposed to mean?
Your state of mind, I believe it stands for wise, optimistic, dauntless, and serene. Boss, what in the world? This is no time to be for a psychology test, okay? I guess it was not erase 1 line.
I can't say my state of mind is exactly serene right now, Mr. Wright.
Guess erasing just 1 line won't do the trick. Okay. This is why we make a billion saves. It's fine, because I'm a little baby. Okay. Well, he said erasing just 1 line, so I guess we erase 2 lines? Why would we need to erase 2, though? Erase 1 there. Oh, I see. Okay, so you erase the connection between the L and the 1, and then you create the curve. Okay, I thought we had already... All right, I thought we had already concluded that the L and the 1 was... Okay. Yeah, so you erased... Okay. Please erase the third line, the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Well, would you look at that? Lewis!
No, Your Honor, it isn't meant to be read as a word. The number L110015, which, if you take away the final R, is the exact number that's on the bomb transport case. Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything into anything else by simply erasing 2 lines. What if we erase the 2 lines from your name? Would you happy as Mr. Rye? Mr. Rye, good one. Good one.
Well, would you, Mr. Rye?
That's the only right way of spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here. And I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people. What? The original mess of Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number. But whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. If you're right, boss, then what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us? Good question. What does this number represent? Do you see this number there? That is my identification number. Cadence Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose. No! To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. Wow, we got it. Well, we got it, but I don't know if they're gonna get it, you know?
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than... I don't even make a save for this one. It was Apollo. He did it. He killed himself. No, he did not. It was Ted Tonate.
Take that!
The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing.
Ted Tonate?
Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty. Somehow the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So, when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Yes!
Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Detonate. Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke. It's a good joke. They love their pun names. Yeah, Neon, we're gonna ignore that. Neon, we're just gonna ignore it, okay? We're just gonna ignore it. Wouldn't they simply write the person's name? He's got a good point.
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
Not only Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Again, I'm kidding. I can't keep doing that. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains that she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Yes!
Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof of that yet. It was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arm had left the message, it should have been found at the time.
Objection!
Naturally, Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's one simple explanation for how he was able to do so. Yeah, he put the card over it. What? Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message up because he's the first to find the body, right? Wasn't he the first to find the body? Oh yeah, because he was handling the bomb, right? Oh, I thought he was. Oh my god, I have so many saves. Okay, we're gonna have to start overriding. I think it's because he was the first to find the body. Well, I guess technically I could have gone back on 8. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonate himself. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure the safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. When Mr. Tonate saw the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Whoa, so that's why the message was in blood was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function, when Mr. Tonate used them in another incident.
Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice?
Exactly. Mr. Tonate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind. He changed the meaning of the message. Why does this make sense? It'll all make sense later. Because that's how these games work. We just need to prove that he did it, and the explanations will come to us later. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who is the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate. No, yeah, Neon, none of this is realistic at all. This is the most unrealistic game ever. Is this your first Phoenix Wright stream, Neon? This is the most unrealistic series ever. But it's entertaining. Yeah! Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Order in the court, order, I say. It looks like we will have to hear...
Whoopsies, my bad.
It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonate take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor. That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants. Okay. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Finally drawn Mr. Tonate back onto the witness stand. Looks like I'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart. Dun 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 dun. Welcome back.
Mr. Tonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I wish this was how cases were performed. To definitely go to jury duty more often, yeah. I don't think there is a jury in this, by the way. There is no jury in this game. There is a jury in the Great Ace Attorney. There is a jury in the crossover game for Professor Layton Phoenix Wright. No, there's no jury in that game. There's multiple witnesses in that game. They lied about having a jury system in the previous game. There was no extra jury, but there's no jury. It's all whatever the judge says, which I believe might be how it's done. No, I think they have juries. I think, because I remember I watched a Legal Eagle video where they had him and a Japanese lawyer do a reaction to some of the Ace Attorney stuff, and I think what they do for their juries is they have 6 civilians and 6 lawyers as their jury, like randomly selected. I think. I could be wrong, though. But I believe they do have jury for certain courts. And they are random civilians and professionals. So I think that's cool. But yeah, this, no jury. All up to the judge. I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case. Such a far-fetched theory, no better than my tangled ball of wires. I'll have to untangle them all for you in no time at all. You were the first person at the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. IC2X2, but... Or IC, wait, ICX2? Okay, I get it. IC, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop talking. But then, let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright?
The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote the message is to analyze the DNA, I guess. We're just gonna overwrite saves, it's fine. Your Honor, I requested that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it'll be obvious as to who wrote the message. Seems to get him.
Very well. Bailiff, please put a request for the DNA test with the forensics team.
Do you think we'll see Emma? Do you think we'll see Emma in this game? I hope we get to see Emma. I hope we get to see everyone. We haven't seen Maya or Pearl. I guess they've just moved on. Yes, Your Honor.
It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. Where's Trucy? We saw Trucy in the locket. Phoenix still has a picture of Trucy in his locket, so she's probably like at home. This is 3 years after, so she's 18. So she could be out on the road being a traveling magician at this point. I don't know. You never know. You never know. But they did show a picture of her, so Phoenix still has the locket of her. So I don't know if she's going to be in this at all, but what a good dad. She always calls her dad. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He kind of is a bum, though. He kind of is. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is. All right, another testimony. After the explosion. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on the rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So, you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was. That's what I was gonna say, because I remember her being on the opposite side. The only thing I'm interested in... Wait a minute. So, yeah. She died near the left, but I wonder... What are the chances that he moved the entire tile? He just picked the tile up and moved it over here. That would be funny. Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it. It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo. We've already had that photo, right? As you can see, there is blood in the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. Okay, new picture. Courtroom bombing photo added to the court record. Crime scene photo of the aftermath. Okay.
I see.
Let's take a look. I don't see anything. I don't see anything in particular here. I think I was gonna look at this. Okay.
All right, then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? Probably. All right, let's go.
Hold it!
Why were you the first person on the scene? To secure the area, it is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first. In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you? Well...
Objection!
Oh? Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tonade is about to give testimony that will show just how wrong your reasoning is. Darn, I think he was just about to say something interesting too. When I went in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster. No bloody writing.
Hold it!
You were able to tell this even with those goggles on? With these goggles, there is no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright. Guys, I have a few gray hairs. I have like 3. And it's weird. They look like plastic. They don't look like gray hairs. They just look like plastic coming out of my head. And it's really weird. And they're like crinkly. I don't know. 30. Yeah, he's probably in his 30s at this point. He's probably around his 30s. What? Poor Mr. Wright. You're always working so hard keeping our office together. Wait a minute. I don't have any gray hairs. Just kidding.
Objection!
Okay, I dye my hair. I don't have any grays. I object to the witness's attempt to prematurely give me gray hair. Bonk.
Mr. Tonade, this is a court frowns upon untoward comment on a person's hair or lack thereof.
It's okay, Judge. You are the most beautiful bald man we've seen. I'm sensing a great wave of sorrow coming from the judge. Why, my apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue my testimony? Alright. No way you could have written it. Whoops. Let's go back. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Hold it!
If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did it? Mr. Justice, of course. Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods. A final message from your poor subordinate.
Poor Mr. Justice, I'm starting to get all misty-eyed.
Paula's not dead, folks. Hey, that's my title. So, how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Arm who wrote the message? It is very simple. Oh my gosh, I keep doing this.
Hold it!
What says he's 33? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, this is like... I mean, this is so long that, like, we've already hired a third new person, you know? He's been doing this for a while. Do you imagine she was thrown back by the force of the blast? A bomb can inflict damage not only from the explosion itself, but also the substantial secondary damage from the blast wind. Detective Arm unfortunately hit her head on some rubble. It's stated that in her autopsy report, as well as cause of death, trauma to the back of the head. Well, the autopsy report. Better take another look at that. Now, do you see Detective Arm could not have written that message? The reason for that being... she was too far away. Isn't it possible she could have crawled to the area of the bloody message? If that were true, then how did she return to the spot near the entrance? Maybe she crawled back after writing it? Hey, did this guy just humph me? Would you like to get down on the floor and give us a demonstration of your theory? Huh? No, thank you. The victim's body and the writing are several yards away from each other. There's no way she could reach. Quite the conundrum. So, that means something is off somewhere. There must be a contradiction. Maybe the body was moved. But that doesn't explain how the blood got down to the rubble. What if that was done by the real culprit after the fact? If that's the case, then something about that might contradict the evidence we have. Okay. Yeah, he was. For a little bit. I mean, kind of. He was. He was and he wasn't. It's confusing, Neon. Also, that happened in the previous game. He was a professional poker player in the previous game. It struck her head on the rubble. What does the court record say? Between 8 and 11. With a flat object. Oh. That's not a flat object. That is a cornered object. Yes, it says impact by a flat object, whereas that is a cornered object. There are two kinds of objects, flat and cornered. All right, let's try that. Yeah.
Objection!
You're a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. ... Take a look at the autopsy report, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death? Trauma to the back of the head, caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. A sharp and... I can't read. It's sharp and pointed. I don't know. How am I supposed to voice act that? Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair.
That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction?
I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstains you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. So the body was moved. Okay. Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body? That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location. Most likely on the floor is some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, she definitely could have written the message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstains analysis.
Very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And as the defense claims, only the parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear the defense's assertion is all correct after all.
Man, so you're saying I didn't even need to explain any of that because you would have just figured out because of the blood analysis? Come on, man. Come on. Bloody writing analysis added to the court record. Nice. Yes, you did it. You were right, boss. I'm always right. Let's take a look. DNA analysis definitively proves that the blood of the writing to be that of the victim, Candace Arms, age 27. However, the lines added later were found to be written in blood with Apollo Justice, age 23. Okay. Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. I already took a look at it, so we're good.
Mr. Tonate, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself.
Fine, I will confess. You will... But then why are you so calm?
This time I will tell the truth.
Okay. Again?
It's perjury. It's fine, Neon. You're allowed to do a little bit of perjury in this game. In fact, you're allowed to do a lot of perjury in this game. It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote the L10015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. My bad? My bad?
I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body. Is that it?
That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm. Well, why did you use Justice's blood to fix? Oh, that's the contradiction. I see. I see. That's the contradiction. I get it. The point is that he changed it later. He changed the bloody writing after the fact.
Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute. That in and of itself is a criminal act.
Glad to see you finally crossed the finish line, Your Honor.
Very well, then. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
All right. I don't even need to cross-examine, but I'm going to because, you know, we got to do it. It is true that Detective Arm... Okay, blah, 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 blah. Hold it. So, you admit that you actually did see the bloody writing that Detective Arm left. My bad. I should have said so from the outset. And you are sure it was your ID number? I am sure it was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. So those funky things were provided by the police department. Although these are special goggles customized by me personally. Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. Aren't they the same ones on Payne, on your brother? It's Winston Payne. Does he have the same glasses? Hold on, we gotta look. Does Winston Payne, my favorite character, have the same glasses? No, he has different glasses. Oh no, he doesn't have sunglasses. He just has normal glasses. God, man, Winston Payne is so cool, dude. Yes, I'm glad that the first video I see of Winston Payne is actually a genius. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's the best attorney. He's the best attorney. Changed my mind. Well, the best prosecutor, I guess. He's not the attorney. Wow, awesome. Hello, Shoto. I love this BGM. I've been enjoying it. This is like a fun new, not remix, but a new take on the Ace Attorney style music. I've been loving it. Loving it. How are you doing, Shoto? Shoto. Why do I pronounce the T so hard? I'm sorry. But welcome in. I've been playing every single Phoenix Wright and Professor Layton game for the past 4 years. So we're finally starting Dual Destinies. We started last week, so we're having a good time here. But hope you're having a good one. Nice to meet ya. Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as well. Oh, I have to tab again. They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny. It's called flash coating.
Speaking of special, my gavel is made of mahogany and it was custom made as well.
I remember because I went down a rabbit hole because we know this. He's said this before. And we looked up like custom gavels. They're really expensive. I mean, I guess judges get paid a lot of money, but like the custom gavels can be pretty expensive.
It was specially created to make a particularly loud, resounding sound.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Wish I had something to brag about. Hey, you got your attorney's badge. Everyone had. It's custom designed to have your number on the back. Be all that as it may, I just want to reconfirm you saw the bloody writing clearly. And that it was your ID number.
That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. Okay.
Holding.
L10015R. And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom? Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic.
Sounds like you were quite in a tizzy.
If I were in his shoes, I guess it would have psyched me out too. I can't imagine coming across the message, "Sykes," written in blood. Please tell me you would not have committed a crime. Athena, you're the prosecutor. You shouldn't say that. It's fine. She didn't hear anything, Your Honor. You've been working for like 20 years now. Oh, he's probably made it. He probably saved enough money at this point, for sure. He earned that. He earned that custom gavel. If Gaspin Payne, if I saw Gaspin Payne written in blood, it'd certainly make me gasp. Good joke, Payne. Good joke, Payne. This is not the good Payne. I don't like this Payne. I like Winston Payne. Winston Payne is the real Payne. This guy, he's just a Payne. I'm gonna keep going. He is custom made. His hair is custom made. Yeah, he has custom made hair. How does he get those edges so clean? Yeah, he really does. I want to see his hair routine. Rest assured, Mr. Tonate, I understand how you must have felt. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
And so you discovered your ID number written in the blood at the scene and...
That is right. I saw it with my own eyes. It is very clear. It said L10015R.
Holding.
Hold it! Didn't you... the victim may have had special knowledge of who the bomber was. I have no idea what thoughts the detective... But let me try that again. I have no idea what the... Oh my god, let me try that one more time. One more time. I have no idea what thoughts Detective R may have had inside her head. It's not like I ever dismantled her mind to check. Mr. Wright, if you have suspicions about the witness, let's see your proof. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Even school children know that. How many years have you been a defense attorney now? Cut me some slack, will you? Don't feel bad, boss. You just got your attorney's badge back after all. In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am. I suppose I should be thankful you're not a licensed psychologist. Top tier humor? Yeah, we got the top of the tier humor here. Bonk.
Mr. Tonate, please continue with your testimony.
With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but... Detective Arm must have... Oh, I already read that. Whoops. There we go. By mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion? That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number. The victim may have suspected Mr. Tonate for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's a vocational discrimination, I say. Vocational discrimination. That's a new one. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny that he said it.
I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Good for you. Look at him. Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed but with a gavel, Mr. Bluesuit over there probably would have pinned the crime on you.
He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court.
Judge is plotting. He's like, so I could kill anyone. Because now I told him, don't accuse me. I've never even tried to harm a hair on a strand of your beard, Your Honor. Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs. I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing. Alright.
Holding.
Alright. You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing? I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room, and I still had to move the body. I was in a panic. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case. Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation? Regulation stipulates only specialists may touch the transport cases. Because of the danger, you see, I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad. My bad? Does he really think that will magically smooth everything over?
I think he does.
I think he does.
This guy is something else. I don't believe Detective Arm's dying message was just some mistake. He won't wriggle out of this that easily. What did Mr. Tonate see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There has to be a contradiction hidden in his testimony somewhere. All right, we have our second ad break of the night. Hope you enjoy them. Hope you get fun, interesting ads, and I'll fill you in with what you missed out on when you get back. All right, so even though we pressed all that, I'm pretty sure the contradiction is going to be in here because it says... I did not mean to do that. No, I didn't mean to do that. No. Misinput, I swear. Oh man, which one was I at? This one. Oh man, what's my most recent save? What's my most recent save? No, I'm so far away. No, I'm so far away. Oh man, I'm so far away. Could I have just taken the hit? Yes. But I want to be perfect. You know what? It happened during the ads, so nobody saw it. Nobody saw it, right? Nobody saw it. It's fine. I already know the contradiction is literally the contradiction is the fact that Justice's blood wasn't there at the time he changed it. So okay, let's just speed through this real quick and then we can
Holding.
just repress all these. I don't know if I need to do these, but I feel like I do, right? I mean, sometimes you have to because it unlocks more options.
Holding.
All right.
Holding.
The nice thing is I can just hold down the skip button and then just spam the LB button to press. Speed run.
Holding.
Wonder what speed runs for these games are. It's probably just like hold down the skip button.
Holding.
Wait, why can't I skip anymore? I can't skip anymore. No. Why won't it let me skip anymore? I guess I can just spam it, but... I hope I didn't, like, break it. Oh, you have to? They're just funny dialogues? Yeah. Okay. Well, I've already committed, so we're locked in now. Okay. Okay, we're back. Now we're gonna make a save again, just in case I do another misinput. It's fine. Okay. So what do we actually have to do here? Thank you for the bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. Oh no, so you're not actually, okay, you're not saying that you changed the writing. You're just saying you moved the body and covered the writing. Okay, so you did not change it yet. Must have been mistaken me for the real bomber. Whoops. All right, let's see here. The true that wrote your ID number very plainly wrote your number. I did not detonate. Must have mistaken you for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. You moved the body and covered the writing, so the case was there. It said, what was the first thing he saw? It's true that you wrote your ID number. Very plainly wrote L1005R. I was shocked. Oh, it's because you couldn't have seen it, right? If you go here, you can't, well, because of my big head. He can't actually, he said very clearly, which it's not clear, because the R is missing. So, I guess you would do this.
Objection!
Also, welcome back from ads. You didn't miss anything. Nothing bad happened. I definitely did not present accidental evidence and had to replay a ton of it. It's fine. I didn't need to do any of that. I just wanted to wait for the ads to be done so you guys could be caught up. Definitely. All right. I just want to make doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it very clearly said L10015R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection!
What on earth are you babbling about now? Wasn't it you who claimed the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place? Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. It was a misinfo, calm down. It was. Now, tell me, does it really say L10015R? Oh, beep. Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate?
Oh, right. Now I remember there was no R on the end. It was just the slip of the finger, my bad. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. It's the right. I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. Really? I couldn't tell that. I didn't know that, Athena. I'm so glad you're here. I actually am glad she's here. I really like her character so far. But I mean, a lot of these emotions are pretty easy to read. He does look pretty flustered. Yeah, just a little flustered.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake.
I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tone really see it? He thought he saw an R? He actually saw it. He must have actually seen it. And he moved it. Maybe Mr. Tony really did see the R. There's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now I take another good look at the photo. I think maybe... Well, that's it! What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel? He got that from me! Those were my cords! I don't know if they really were his. I mean, he does yell a lot. He did not get it from him, though. He might have, though. Maybe Apollo emulated his cords of steel over that. Just flossing his teeth with wires. Definitely mentally stable. He's fine. He's fine. Got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really what it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Tonate really did see the letter R.
But the photo clearly shows there is no R.
Your Honor, actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R.
If you're going to make the claim that you'd better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows Mr. Tonate could have seen the R?
There's a little hole behind my head.
Take that!
Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red?
I see it. Oh, just on the edge of where the floor is broken up.
That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw.
Objection!
It's true that the witness wears some very good goggles, very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad nor his brain power. What part of this little smudge looks like the R, or looks like an R to you? But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. There was a whole R, or the whole complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion.
Oh, well, that explains it. Huh?
Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened the exact opposite order. Yep, because that's the way it really went down. Timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Uh-oh. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, then when was the message written? We're gonna find out after I make a save, because I'm a baby who doesn't like to get things wrong. Before the explosion. With a bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion. But that's ridiculous.
If that were true, it overturns your own premise.
That's right. It does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. That's what bombs tend to do. They blow things up and things get flipped over because, you know, explosions flip, you know, pick stuff up, you know, the explosion. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Order, order in the court.
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was the victim of the blast. What?
It sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see, according to the police report. Ah, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was... Ted Tonate. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim.
That appears to be the case, Your Honor. Yeah, what are you gonna type your way out of this one, huh? I would now ask the court to recall something, specifically Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb.
Oh my.
Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. It's so fun to be text-to-speech. My favorite voice, text-to-speech. Yay. Your Honor, the defense requests a new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial.
Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please.
My testimony, there is no need for...
He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit the nail on the head. Because of... what? Upped? All I did was transport the bomb to the courtroom. Already told you, pal, to... God blast thing! I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of your work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit the murder, did you not? Tisk tisk. I really just said tisk tisk, man. I'm so cool. Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright? What now, Mr. Payne? Yes, Mr. Tonade may have the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing. What important piece? Oh, hello, Ronan. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for the Koyuki. Perfectly timed with the cut of the music. Perfectly timed Koyukis seems to be part of my stream now. Oh, thanks for the hydration. I need that. You know what? I'm also gonna have a cheese stick. I got a cheese stick here. Some aged cheese. Cheddar. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Now I can't talk. Very good productive money. Let's go. It's good to hear. The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
Mr. Payne has a point.
Who is this Payne? Yeah, this is Gaspin Payne, not Winston Payne. Winston Payne is the good Payne. But Gaspin Payne is a loser.
Even if Mr. Tonade had the chance, without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tonate.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed the Detective Arm.
Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena? Just looking over the victim's autopsy report. Hoping there's something in here that can point us to the right direction. Oh, does it say what she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object? Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury. All you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavy blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court what was used to kill Detective Arm?
I believe I can. Believe being the key word here.
You can? And please do so now. What did Mr. Tonade have that could have been used as the murder weapon?
I mean, the case is pretty flat. The remote's pretty flat. It was stolen and now it's missing. Oh, it's missing. Okay.
Take that!
This must have been the murder weapon. Okay, it was not. Huh? Don't be ridiculous. Ha, you fell right into my trap. So, you confirm that this piece of evidence was not the murder weapon. That narrows my candidates down by one. I hope you don't intend to answer by process of elimination, Mr. Wright. That would be funny. He's like, aha, so it's not this one. Well, then it's this one. Just go on forever.
Because if you do, prepare to see me do more of this to you.
Ah! The victim was killed with a blow to the head. The question is, which evidence is... Okay, so it must have been the box. I mean, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna process of elimination this. This must have been the murder weapon. Okay, it's not that either. All right. So what else is flat? The bomb, maybe? I guess the bomb is kind of flat.
Take that!
Mr. Tone, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing. What? What the devil are you talking about? You had this.
That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast.
The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Gah! Please recall the description of the detective arm's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by the impact with a flat object. We assume this injury was sustained when the back of her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. What's with him? Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb? Ah, he's right. I don't have anything decisive. Did you find the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad, the bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Boom, game over. Yeah. What am I doing? Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo? I don't see any blood or anything. Wait, the timer display thing is broken here. Maybe it broke and made contact with Detective Arm's head? That's definitely a distinct possibility. Unless we find a fragment of the victim's blood on it, it's not gonna count. I guess you're right. Setting off the bomb, the Tonate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? Times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for the things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Ted Tonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. The time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tome had to hide. I have no idea what he's talking about. I got no idea. Did he hide the R? Oh, hid. Yeah, this is still missing. Your Honor, please take a look at this. The fact that Mr. Tonate hid this may... okay, no, never mind.
I'm not sure I really understand what you mean by that, Mr. Wright.
I'm not sure either, Your Honor. Me either.
Here's a penalty to inspire you to make more comprehensible assertions in the future.
Oh man. Oh, I didn't even make a... I didn't make a save. No. We're on save number 6, right? Yeah. Whoops. The murder weapon was the bomb, right? Okay. All right, let me just quickly replay this. So wait, what was he hiding then? I mean, he was hiding her body, but what? Oh, that's it. I just need to show a photo of the body because he had to hide the body, obviously. Oh my god, there's so much banging and damage. That poor witness stand getting abused. So mean. Alright, so he murdered detective before the trial started, then he placed her body in the courtroom after. So we need to figure out where the body was hidden. Okay. So you had to hide her body.
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tone would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Hey, you're right. If we can figure out where that hiding place was... Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. So where could Mr. Tone have hidden the body during the trial? In the box. Wait, could you have actually hidden her in the box? Because he's the only one who can open it. You could have hidden her in the box.
Take that!
Wait, a box big enough for a body? A box... There's no way! A box big enough for a body? A box that was in the courtroom the whole time. A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tone. What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No. You're the one who's going to show it to me. Come again? You heard me now. Show me what's inside that bomb transport case. What? Why? No, there's no need. I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed a victim with a blunt object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hiding during the trial?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
The answer is right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's completely false. It's false. You should have no objection. If it's false, then you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? All right. Oh, who's this? It was you? You can't say that. Let's not. Not if you value your life. What's he up to now? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes.
What?
Huh? I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off.
Mr. Tonate, are you? Are you threatening me? What did I do? I haven't done anything.
Hee. I am the only one who can disable the bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. But Mr. Tonate, didn't you say that's just a training model, a fake to practice on? I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000. But the HH-3000 was used to blow up the courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How did you know it was the real H-3000 that blew up the courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one. One that I made.
What? Then are we to take that as a confession on your part?
Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. Oh! So somebody else did put the bomb, but he just put his own in there, I guess? That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4. Mr. Codenate, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that? The HH-3000, it's so unique, and I had never seen anything like it. It's so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone else look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there?
I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check.
So there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out? No, not possibility, a certainty. I did it. So he had a real bomb with him this whole time. You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Order in the court.
Man, I'm out of here. It's gonna blow. Run. Probably a good idea. Everyone get out of here. Why did we stay? Why did we all stay? You four are still here. Well, aren't you brave? Why? We have a bailiff for a reason, right? Why are we doing this?
It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run.
You literally hid under your desk the last time. So I'm surprised you're not more scared. When you thought it was fake, you were scared. But now you're like, it's fine.
But that horrible explosion the other day.
The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. As for Mr. Payne. That is. See, you're a loser. Winston wouldn't leave. Winston's a real man. He's a real prosecutor. You're just a fake imitation. You'll never be Winston. You'll never be cool. I don't know where I'm going with this. Mr. Wright, what do we do? Do you have a gun, Athena? It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't be pathetic. This is why we have a bailiff, right? Where's the bailiff? Why did the bailiff run away? Fire that guy. But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Is that bomb really the H3000? It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. Stand my ground? Yeah, we're gonna stand our ground. Actually, I want to see what happens. What happens if I run? Run like a yellow... Yeah, let's just see what happens if I run. No, I can't do that. I can't run. Not now. Okay.
Mr. Wright, that look on your face. You were thinking of running away like a yellow-bellied chicken, weren't you?
Boss, I never would have expected that from you. I only thought about it for a second.
Unacceptable, Mr. Wright. If you think about running away again, I will be forced to throw you out of this courtroom.
I wish you would, Your Honor. Okay, so let's reload. All right, we're gonna stand our ground. We're not gonna be a little baby. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now with my dear H3000 naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell. What if you just like tase him? I don't know. Get back here. You're not going anywhere, Ted Tenate. Oh. Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Because I planted the real bomb. That's right, I'm the real murderer. Oh, whoops. I dropped my control. Get back here. Okay, we're good.
Are you sure, Mr. Wright?
More of your famous bluffing. Even at the risk of your own life.
Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here.
I'm not bluffing, and I have proof.
You do?
Yeah, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH3000.
Really? Out with it then, immediately.
This is where the proof that Mr. Tonate is holding the real... Uh-oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's the crack. Is it the fact that it says guilty? I don't know. We're gonna try the timer first.
Take that!
Its display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely broke when Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, that's why they zoomed in on the timer. Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH-3000. Mr. Tonate was clearly lying when he said he switched the bomb into the stuffed animal. The real HH-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake model used for training purposes. Grah! Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bond transport case myself.
Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright.
No! Stop! Yep, a little bit of blood in there.
Well, what is that? Is that a blood stain?
Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood, and that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Oh, I like the camera turn. Look at us. Head on, Phoenix. Dismantle it? You're too late. You just missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. This HH-3000 is about to explode. Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonate. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake. I mean, it may not be the HH-3000, but it could still just be a bomb. Could just be a bomb. It's real. This bomb is a real thing, I'll tell you. It's real. Mad bomber, party of one. There's no time left. It's gonna blow. I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Dismantle, dismantle, dismantle. I don't know what I'm doing. Go. I'm gonna make it. Only one thing to... Whoa. Stop. Why are his eyes so long? He smashed his face into the bomb. Good job. I mean, you did it. Made it. Oh, but now his goggles are broken. Oh, now his face exploded. Oh, he died. Game over. Oh, good. It was a dismantle attempt failed. Well, he tried his best, I guess. It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces. It's all that stupid woman's fault. I was selling the bombs they disarmed on the black market. When I tried to make this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in the courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Murder. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide the body, she left a message with her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up, and now all this. I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. And that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and bam! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. It's rough for him. Yeah, it's so rough for him. So rough. Poor guy. Why, oh why? Oh, are you gonna cry? I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
10-8, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial.
Bonk.
Now then, I see that the members of the public have returned to the gallery.
Why would they come back? I'd be like, I'm not in this room while he's here.
One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away.
Is that how they're gonna explain him not being the prosecutor for that? That's really funny. That's funny. At least they explain it. Well, I guess they don't need to explain it because, like, you don't always get the same prosecutor in real life. So that's funny that he just ran away. He's quit. Good. You don't deserve it, Gaspin.
Be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper Ward's verdict. Not guilty.
Oh, I don't like that they show both at the same time. We did it! We beat our first case! Yatta! They show the empty. They just show nobody there. That's awesome.
The court is adjourned.
Bonk. December 18th, 12:31 p.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby, number 5. You did it, boss! Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing. Yeah, it just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of there, that was great. Mr. Wright, Thena, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to a forest in peace. I hope that both of you will come and visit me there sometime. That'd be nice. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think. What? That's no forest. That's a mountain. She was on a mountain? What? What were you doing down here? How did this originally get... What? Okay. But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about this case. One little mystery you never got around to solving. Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Yeah, what about the... we gotta make a quick save here. We gotta make a quick save here to figure this out, right? It's this, right? We never understood this. Yes, this was a 3DS game.
Take that!
Originally. The remote switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tone just got rid of it somewhere? Yeah. That's a pretty big thing to just leave unsolved, though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict. I guess you're right. Hey, I know, Junie. Shall we go report the news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay. Oh man, I love that she's like, I love that Apollo actually has someone interested, you know, in him. Love it. Yeah, 3D must have been fun, yeah. To be fair, besides the 3D models, there's really no like purpose to this game being 3D, you know? I think it looks good, but you know, I don't think there's any 3DS effects here. Granted, this is a remaster, maybe there was something. Or maybe we'll get a new gameplay element soon. Her grandmother? No, silly, to Apollo. Oh, right. Oh, why don't we all go to the hospital to get together to see him? Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. Okay. Man, I hope Apollo gets to have, you know, gets to have someone. And so the courtroom bombing case came to a close. The next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. Oh my god, do they die? Does one of them die? No! What if Phoenix dies? I don't think he dies. But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. Oh no. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. Oh. Betrayal? Backstabbing? Date? Time? Write Anything Agency. The Write Anything Agency? We're about to see Trucy. We're about to see Trucy. Never mind.
Sorry, but I'll
There
be
she
taking a
is.
leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why? I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Oh no, he's got beef. See, there's Trucy. She's so cute. She's all grown up. I know this is serious, but like, Trucy's back. He left us.
Oh, why, Apollo?
Apollo Justice chooses death. No, not again. He didn't. He just left, right? He's gonna come back. Oh, that's interesting. What happened to you, Apollo? He did get like, he had like multiple murder attempts on him. Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. Ooh. Whose jacket is it? And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you. Is Athena interested in him? Is Apollo getting all the ladies in this game? We had tackled our first case together, he and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. What? Ooh, is this going to be a flashback case? Flashback case! Flashback case. Flashback case. We did it. We did it! Case number 1 wrapped up and in the books. We did it. All right, let's get a little bit of a teaser for, oh, there we go, for next time. Continue? Yes. Actually, hold on. Well, there we go. Case 1 wrapped up and in the books. I love it. That's a pretty good tutorial case. I liked it. You know, for first case of the game, pretty cool. They introduced that one new mechanic that we used like twice. Pretty interesting. Looks like we're about to go into a flashback case. Got to see grown-up Trucy at the end there. That's awesome that she's still here. I figure that she's just like, I don't know, doing her thing. That's interesting that they still call it the Write Anything Agency. So it's not the Write & Co. law offices. It's still called Write Anything Agency. That's so fun. I love that. You can still see some of her tricks and stuff in there. So that's cool. Awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see where this goes. Gonna head into this flashback case. Probably get the origin of this jacket. Pretty cool. Mythical creature. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. But there is a lot of mythical stuff in this game. So it'll be fun. But yeah. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe. Or these are all recorded live, so hop in on the streams here on Twitch or on YouTube. We have a lot of fun here. Hope to see you there. We do more than just Apollo Phoenix Wright games here. We do some Blue Archive, some other fun stuff. So yeah, hop in. But not, I'll see you in the next video. Alrighty. And with that, I am going to call it a little early. So that way we can start off next stream with a... we could just start off, you know, but you know what, should I do a little bit of a teaser or should I just go? I do need to head out a little early because my parents are finally home from a while, from a big trip, so I kind of want to go say hi to them because they're upstairs. I'm just like screaming like a crazy maniac. So let's just Let's just see the trailer. Let's just see the trailer. Actually, hold on. How do I do this again? No, that's new game. Nope, new game. Whoops. Wrong button. Wrong button. Let's do oh, I guess we skip here. I didn't mean to do new game. I didn't mean to do new game. Uh-oh. Can I skip, please? I can't skip. I can't skip it. I've messed up. I've messed up. No. I just want to skip the... I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do it. No, stop. Stop. Please. Okay, load. And there we go. Okay. All right, a little bit of a teaser. I'm gonna skip the ads here. Skip the ads so we can get a little bit of a teaser. We're just gonna do that little intro cutscene. Another misinput down, yeah. What is this? This looks like a completely different show. What the heck am I watching? What am I watching, dude? The ropes? What is this? What?
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and
Okay.
sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden
Okay, so we're just kind
chamber.
of... And these guys are slumbering in this chamber, man. Oh, look at those. What that hairstyle. Whoa!
Night, night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
Whoa, okay, there's straight up murder. I mean, I know this is all murder cases, but like, that was like...
At long last. The
They
revival
just
of
showed us the
Tenmataro
murderer.
is at hand.
Okay. It's real? Huh. A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. You know what? Oh, I can't skip it again. Okay. Oh, I can't control it. Oh, am I tabbed out? Yeah, okay. All right. That's where we're gonna end it. Don't save. You haven't saved. Oh wait, I don't want to quit the game. I want to go back to menu. Don't save. Yes. Okay. So that's where we're gonna end it. That's an interesting intro. Mythical beasts, and somebody actually gets. We watch a murder. I don't think we've. Oh no, I guess we have seen it before. We've just never seen it. It's just different to see an animated one, you know. I love the animation. It is like a nice little touch. I didn't necessarily miss it, you know? Like I wasn't like I don't think if I ever go to replay the original games, I'm not going to be like, ooh, I wish these were animated. One, because they had the anime, so I didn't need that. But like this just adds a nice little touch on top of the storytelling. I'm enjoying it. Not necessary, but very cool. I like it. I mean, it beats doing a 3D animated cutscene. I don't think this game. I don't think this. I don't think they could have pulled off 3D animated cutscenes. Not yet. But this is nice. I like it. And it does separate it from the original or from the first game. But yeah, like I said, this is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna call it a little bit early here. So I will be back. I will not be streaming this Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to stream this Friday. I may or may not. I don't know what it will be if it is. Oh, Wednesday I'm streaming. We're doing some more Blue Archive stuff. I got Yakumo and Takane done. And then maybe I think we have a Red Winter mini story. So should be pretty fun. Yeah, that'll be on Wednesday. And then I'll be off for basically a full week. Something really cool is happening for me. Not sure if I'm going to talk about it, but I'm really excited. So I will be off for a week, but yes. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. So good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.